I was introduced to Dungeons and Dragons, the game, when I was a kid. My brother was very much into it, and he was a dungeon master. And I remember he had graph paper, and he would design these very elaborate maps and castles and things. And he would let me play with him, and he was an older, and so I was always the kid at the table. And usually they would kill me off. But I remember it sort of lighting a fuse, a spark in me that, that you could be so creative in the context of a game like this.
I discovered Dungeons. I knew it had existed since I was a little kid, but I actually started playing when I was 14, and on the set of Freaks and Geeks, where my character is an avid player, and being the obnoxiously method actor that I was, not really, but I wanted to play because it seemed like a lot of fun, and so they set up a game for us and the cast to try it out. And again, it immediately ignited this spark in me. It's so fun to be able to play a game, but also be creative while you're doing it.
We wanted to sort of not spoof the genre in any way, really embrace it and show our affection for it, but bring characters to life within the genre who are themselves relatable, people who feel like they could have been friends of yours, or people who are in your adventuring party if you play Dungeons and Dragons. Imperfect people with humor and flaws.
And what's so natural about approaching it from a somewhat comedic perspective is the fact that when you're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons, there's always humor involved.
We tried to delve into what's the most emotional journey we can kind of devise for each of these people. They're all, as I said, flawed.
The emotional component to us is absolutely crucial to nail down, because otherwise, as funny as a character can be, if you don't really care about them, what they say doesn't matter. We also wanted to definitely pay our respects to the fans and what they wanted out of this type of movie. So we went through the list of some of the most iconic monsters and creatures, and really tried our damnedest to embrace as many of them as we could. We want to give them the D&D movie that they've been hoping for this whole time.
We try to approach it as we do all our movies. It's just a great sort of adventure with some characters that you're going to care about and hopefully love by the end of the movie.
And I think that is the ultimate challenge, and that's the ultimate hurdle that we want to hopefully pull off, is attracting people that would never go and see a Dungeons and Dragons movie. Hopefully they hear through word of mouth that like it isn't just a total nerd fest. There are a lot of elements to it, and hopefully people will be surprised in that sense. One of the real benefits of having a directing partner is that you can kind of divide and conquer in many ways. And especially when you're dealing with an ensemble cast where you have multiple ideas and notes that you want to get across, to be able to just split up and start talking to each individual actor and then camera department, it definitely made things a lot easier once we aligned what we wanted it to be.